my name is Taylor. Before the Shift Inward program, I was in a very lost state. I was also in a state of fear. I held a lot of fear in. I had a lot of anxiety attacks. I had panic attacks. I really didn't understand how to move away from that. I just had this thought come across where I was like, what is the point of this? What is the point of this world? What is the point of me? Why am I here? I just had no purpose. After that, I tried many different things, which in the big picture, I was trying to change my external world and not my internal world. I didn't realize that it was internal that I needed to go. I'm going to be completely honest. So when it first began, I was just kind of like, I don't know about this. I didn't, I had not really, I had no knowledge in it. And then once the breathing techniques, I had never done those. Once I started to get the hang of it, once I started implementing it, it I feel like it regulated my nervous system. I felt like I was able to uh, even if there was something difficult, I was able to kind of go within. I would use those tools. The meditations helped a lot because th- I don't know how to meditate. I've actually before this I had tried because I have heard many benefits about it, but I don't know where to start when it comes to that. And so you did teach me how to do those meditation, which I think that was my missing piece when it came to actually trying to self teach myself. The toolbox that you had made me, I used that in really everyday life. And I still to this day, I use the meditations from the SoundCloud from Kimberly Beekman. I've had two major life changes since then. And the first time, because of this peace that I feel and this trust that I have built, um, I've been able to get through it in a positive state of mind. When something happens in the past, I probably would have been like, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world. What am I going to do? I just don't even like, and I would probably be bawling. I just, just be sulking in my own misery. And now I'm like, it could happen. I want to say something that you had told me one time that was the first like mind explosion for me. So I don't remember what the situation was, but what I do remember is I was like, but what if this happens? What if this happens? And it was something bad. It was like worst case scenario. And you go, okay, but what if it doesn't? And that was like, I feel like I felt like during the entire process of going through this, I could feel the shifts in my brain. Like I felt each time, and I felt like I knew that I got somewhere else because it was so impactful that like I just felt it. I felt it inside. I felt it up here. And I think I told you too, I had a lot of headaches during that entire time. I feel like I'm closer to that than I've ever been. I felt like I had to control every outcome of every situation. Now that I've gone through all of this, I think it's so important to look inwards first, to deal with, you know, the trauma, the pain that you're feeling inside, before you start changing anything externally. And I've been thinking about quitting my job. I've been thinking about moving to another city and feel worse and alone. I think that's everybody's go-to if they haven't done this work is they try to change their external surroundings instead of trying to really feel and accept and deal with what's going on inside of them and trying to really be and help and heal that pain that's inside. I will always be grateful for you. I really will because, you've just opened up you taught me and opened me up to a different perspective of, healing. And I think a lot of times too, people go to a talk therapist. I, at the time, had been seeing a talk therapist. I had been seeing her for 3 months, and I felt like I was getting nowhere. And and if you think about it, talking is an external thing too. It's not internal. Like it, you can say anything you want, but I mean, you may not get the answers that you want, but you also you're just talking. You're not like feeling. You're not really processing the whatever the situation that you're going through. But yeah, so you've taught me so much, and that's why I'm very grateful. Just crazy how we met.